Gemini, in exactly 72 hours, someone is going to be desperately trying to reach you, and I am shaking because of what just came through. Everyone thinks when someone turns their back on you, that is the end of the story. But actually, that is when your real power begins. The death card just slammed onto my table, and listen, this is not about endings. This is about the most powerful transformation I have ever seen in a love reading. Someone who thought they could walk away from you is about to discover they just made the biggest mistake of their entire life. Let me tell you what happened to my client Jessica last month. Gemini, just like you. Her person ghosted her for 6 weeks. 6 weeks of silence. Then suddenly, boom. 15 missed calls in one night. Flowers at her workplace. A handwritten letter. Why? Because the death card energy hit them like a freight train. You gave them everything, Gemini. Your time, your energy, your heart. And what did they do? They took it all for granted. They thought you would always be there, waiting, available, giving more and more of yourself. But death card energy says no more. That version of you who gave endlessly without receiving is officially dead. This card shows the skeleton knight riding across the land, and everyone bows before death. Even the king bows. Your person thought they were the king in your dynamic. They thought they held all the power. They are about to learn that death bows to no one, and you have become death energy personified. The white rose on death's banner represents purity of intention. You are not becoming cold or cruel, Gemini. You are becoming pure in your self-worth, pure in your boundaries, pure in your understanding that you deserve reciprocal love, not one-sided devotion. But here is what is wild about death showing up first in your reading. This transformation has already begun inside you. Over the past few weeks, maybe even days, you have been feeling different, less anxious about their silence, less desperate for their attention, less willing to chase someone who does not chase you back. The tower in the background is crumbling, and that tower represents the old power dynamic between you two. The foundation where they got to receive all your love without giving equal love back is collapsing. Death energy is rebuilding you from the ground up as someone who knows their worth. Your person is starting to sense this shift, Gemini. They can feel your energy withdrawing. They can sense that you are no longer the same person who would text first, apologize first, give chances after chances. This change in your energy is triggering something primal in them: fear. The white horse death rides represents the pure spiritual power that comes from knowing who you are. You are not playing games, Gemini. You are not trying to manipulate them into missing you. You have genuinely evolved past needing their validation, and that evolution is the most attractive thing in the universe. Now the second card is practically levitating off my deck, and Holy Spirit. The Eight of Swords just appeared, and this is showing me exactly what is happening in their mind right now. They are feeling trapped by their own thoughts about you. Everyone expects Eight of Swords to be about you feeling trapped, but this card is showing up to reveal their mental prison. Look at this image, Gemini. A person blindfolded, surrounded by swords, but there is a clear path to freedom right behind them. Your person could move on, but they cannot stop thinking about you. A blindfold represents their inability to see clearly what they had with you until it started slipping away. Those 8 swords surrounding them are 8 different thoughts about you that are haunting them every single day. Why did I let them go? What if they find someone else? What if I was wrong about what I wanted? But here is the powerful part about this card. The person in the Eight of Swords is not actually trapped by external forces. They are trapped by their own mind. Your person is creating their own mental prison by obsessing over you. And every day that you continue to grow and move forward, those mental walls get tighter. The gray sky in this card represents confusion and uncertainty. Your person used to feel so sure about their decision to pull back from you. They had all these reasons, all these justifications. But now, watching you transform into this self-possessed, powerful version of yourself. All their certainty is turning into doubt. The water at their feet represents emotions starting to flood in. They have been trying to stay logical, trying to convince themselves they made the right choice. But emotions do not care about logic, and the emotions are starting to drown their rational mind with regret and longing. What is incredible about Eight of Swords showing up here is that it represents being trapped by overthinking. Your person is analyzing every interaction you two had. They are replaying every conversation. They are dissecting every moment, looking for signs of what they missed about your value. The swords are thoughts, and each sword represents a different realization they are having about you. Sword 1, you were always supportive. Sword 2, you understood them like no one else. Sword 3, you brought joy into their life. Sword 4, you were there during their hardest times. Each realization is like another blade keeping them trapped in this mental space where all roads lead back to you. The most powerful aspect of this card is that while they are trapped in mental obsession, you are free. You are not bound by thoughts of them anymore. You have broken out of your own Eight of Swords moment and stepped into Death card power. This role reversal is everything. Members saw this coming last week when I posted about Gemini power shifts. The responses were insane. The third card is demanding to come through, and I'm getting chills. The star just appeared, and Gemini, this is your moment of healing and hope, but it is also the card that is going to drive them absolutely wild with desire for you. The star card shows a woman pouring water from two vessels under a sky full of stars. She is naked, representing complete authenticity and vulnerability, but she is comfortable in her truth. This is you right now, Gemini. You have stopped pretending to be someone else to make them happy. At large star surrounded by 7 smaller stars represents divine guidance and spiritual awakening. You are being guided by the universe to step into your authentic power. The 7 smaller stars represent the 7 chakras aligning as you come into complete self-love and self-awareness. But here is what the star reveals about your person's psychology. This card represents hope and inspiration. As you become this radiant, authentic version of yourself, you become inspirational to them. They start seeing you as this shining light they let slip away from their life. The flowing water represents emotional healing and renewal. You are healing from their rejection, their taking you for granted, their assumption that you would always be available. This healing is making you glow with inner peace and self-love, and that glow is magnetic. The mountain in the background represents the challenges you have overcome to get to this point of self-realization. Your person is starting to understand the depth of your character, the strength of your spirit, the beauty of your resilience. These are qualities they never fully appreciated before. The bird perched nearby represents messages and communication. The star energy promises that communication from them is coming, but it is going to be completely different from before. Instead of casual, taking you for granted energy, it is going to be reverent. They are going to approach you like the star you are. 1 foot in water, 1 on land shows balance between emotions and practical reality. You have found the perfect balance between being emotionally open and being grounded in your self-worth. This balance is what they find most attractive about the new you. The star is also about wishes and dreams coming true. Your person is starting to realize that you were their wish, their dream, their hope for real love, and they almost threw it away. The regret is eating them alive, but the hope that maybe they can win you back is driving them to obsession. Now here comes the 4th card, and the energy is so intense I can barely breathe. The King of Pentacles just appeared, and this is showing me the material world consequences of your transformation. King of Pentacles represents mastery over the physical realm, financial abundance, and tangible success. As you step into your power and stop giving your energy away for free, everything else in your life is flourishing. Your career, your finances, your social life, everything is getting better. This king sits on a throne decorated with bull heads, representing Taurus energy of stability and luxury. Your life is becoming more luxurious, more comfortable, more abundant, because you are no longer depleting yourself, trying to fill someone else's emotional cup. The grapes and pentacle symbols all around this card represent the harvest you are reaping from choosing yourself. Every ounce of energy you used to pour into someone who did not appreciate it is now being invested in your life, and the returns are incredible. But here's what is driving your person crazy about your King of Pentacles energy. You are succeeding without them. You are thriving without their validation. You are building an amazing life that they are not part of, and it is making them realize what they lost when they decided to take you for granted. The castle in the background represents the empire you are building for yourself. Your person is watching you create this beautiful, abundant life from the outside, and they want in. They want to be part of your success. They want to share in your abundance, but now they have to earn it. King of Pentacles is also about generosity, but selective generosity. You are still a giving person, Gemini, but now you only give to people who appreciate and reciprocate your gifts. Your person is realizing they need to prove their worth to receive your energy again. The flowers blooming around the king represent creative projects and personal growth flourishing. Your person is seeing you bloom in ways they never witnessed before, and it is making them fall in love with this new version of you that they never got to experience. Isfard also represents security and stability. You are creating emotional security for yourself that does not depend on anyone else's behavior. Your person used to be able to shake your security by withdrawing attention. Now your security is unshakable, and that stability is incredibly attractive. The fifth card is vibrating with energy and explosive. The tower just crashed into your reading, and Gemini. This represents the complete destruction of their false confidence about losing you. The tower shows a tall structure being struck by lightning, with people falling from the heights. This represents your person's entire belief system about you and your relationship crumbling. They built this tower of assumptions that you would always be there, always accept less, always give more. The lightning bolt is divine intervention, sudden realization, shocking truth. In the next few days, something is going to happen that makes your person realize the magnitude of what they lost. Maybe they see you thriving on social media. Maybe a mutual friend tells them how well you are doing. Maybe they just feel your energy pulling away. The crown being knocked off represents their ego getting completely demolished. They thought they were too good for you, or that they could do better, or that you were lucky to have their attention. The tower energy is destroying every bit of that arrogant mindset. The people falling represent their panic as they realize their mistake. This is not a gentle realization, Gemini. This is going to hit them like a freight train. They are going to wake up one day, and the reality of losing you is going to be so overwhelming, they will not know how to function. Flames coming from the windows represent the burning desire that is going to consume them. Once the tower hits their consciousness, they are going to be on fire with need for you. Not casual want, not convenient desire. Burning, consuming, desperate need. But here is what is beautiful about the tower in your reading. While their world is crashing down with regret and realization, your tower was already destroyed by the death card. You already went through your destruction and rebuilding. You are standing on solid ground while they are falling from their false heights. The rocky ground at the base represents the harsh reality they are going to have to face. You are not the same person they left behind. You are not going to accept the same treatment. You are not going to be grateful just for their attention anymore. They are going to have to start over from zero. 22 flames represent the 22 major arcana cards, meaning this tower moment is spiritually significant. The universe is orchestrating this realization to teach your person about respect, about valuing what they have, about treating love as sacred instead of expendable. The dark sky represents the confusion and fear they are going to experience. Everything they thought they knew about you, about themselves, about love is going to be questioned. This mental and emotional chaos is going to drive them to desperate action. Now, the final card is practically screaming to be revealed, and destiny. The Wheel of Fortune appears, and Gemini. This is the universe confirming that everything is about to change in your favor. The Wheel of Fortune shows the great wheel with 4 figures around it and a sphinx on top. This represents the cycles of life and how what goes around comes around. Your person thought they could take your love for granted without consequences. The wheel is about to show them how wrong they were. The Sphinx represents wisdom and mysteries being revealed. Your person is about to gain deep wisdom about love, about respect, about what they actually want in life. But this wisdom comes at the cost of their peace of mind because they realize they already had everything they wanted and threw it away. The 4 figures at the corners represent the 4 elements and the 4 aspects of this situation. Air for communication breakdown, water for emotional flooding, fire for passionate regret, earth for practical consequences. All 4 elements are working together to bring them back to you. The letters T-A-R-O spell out taro, which represents the harvest. Your person is about to harvest the consequences of their actions. They planted seeds of taking you for granted, and now they are going to harvest a crop of desperate longing for what they lost. But here is the powerful message of Wheel of Fortune for you, Gemini. While their wheel is spinning them down into regret and obsession, your wheel is spinning you up into abundance, power, and options. You are ascending while they are descending. The red and blue colors on the wheel represent passion and peace. You have found peace in your new power, while they are going to be consumed with passionate regret. This reversal is cosmic justice for how they treated your love. The clouds around the wheel represent the uncertainty they are feeling about their future. Without you grounding them, providing emotional support, being their constant source of positivity, they feel lost. The wheel is showing them that you were their stability. Most importantly, the Wheel of Fortune promises that this reversal is permanent. This is not a temporary phase where they miss you and then move on. This is a fundamental shift in the power dynamic between you two. They are going to be the one chasing. They are going to be the one wondering. They are going to be the one desperate for your attention. Now let me bring this all together for you, beautiful Gemini, because what I am seeing in these cards is the most incredible power reversal story. Death transformed you from someone who gave everything to someone who values themselves. 8 of Swords shows them trapped in obsessive thoughts about you. The Star reveals you shining in your authentic power. King of Pentacles shows your life flourishing without them. The Tower destroys their false confidence. Wheel of Fortune confirms this reversal is destined. This is not about revenge, Gemini. This is about natural consequences. When someone takes a rare and precious gift for granted, the universe removes that gift and shows them what life looks like without it. Your person is about to get a masterclass in your value. But here is what you need to understand about the timeline. The Tower energy suggests this realization is going to hit them hard and soon. I am feeling like within the next week, something is going to trigger their complete understanding of what they lost. Maybe you post something amazing. Maybe they hear about your success. Maybe they just feel your energy completely withdrawing. Once the Tower hits them, the 8 of Swords mental trap is going to become unbearable. They are going to be thinking about you constantly, but unlike before when you were thinking about them, they are going to be the ones losing sleep, losing focus, losing their minds, wondering if they can fix this. Your star energy means you are going to be glowing during this period. People are going to be drawn to you. New opportunities are going to appear. You might even have new romantic interests showing up, which is going to drive your person absolutely wild with jealousy and regret. A King of Pentacles promises that while they are falling apart mentally and emotionally, you are going to be thriving in every area of life. Your success is going to be visible, and it is going to be a constant reminder to them of the powerful person they let slip away. I got flooded with DMs after sharing this exact energy pattern in my private community last month. The transformations have been incredible. When the Wheel of Fortune completes this cycle and brings them back to you, they are going to be coming from a place of humility instead of arrogance. They are going to approach you like someone who knows they almost lost the best thing that ever happened to them. But Gemini, here is the most important part of this reading. This transformation you are going through is not dependent on them coming back. You are becoming the King of Pentacles version of yourself, the star version of yourself, the death-transformed version of yourself for you. Whether they wake up and smell the coffee is their choice. Your job is to continue being this powerful, authentic, abundant version of yourself. Your job is to keep choosing yourself. Keep building your empire. Keep shining your light. Their job is to figure out if they are worthy of a place in the life you are creating. The comments are going absolutely insane right now. You all recognize this energy transformation, do not you? Drop the word transformed in the comments if you feel yourself stepping into this new level of self-worth. And if you know this reading is about you and your specific situation. Comment Death card, because this transformation is real and it is happening right now. This power reversal is not just possible, Gemini, it is inevitable. You gave them everything, and now the universe is making sure they understand exactly what everything meant. You are not taking everything away from them as punishment. You are simply no longer giving everything away for free. They turned their back on you, thinking you would always be there when they decided to turn back around. But death energy does not wait for anyone. Death energy transforms and moves forward. They are going to turn around expecting to find the same person they left behind, and instead, they are going to find empty space where you used to be. That empty space is going to haunt them, Gemini. That empty space is going to make them realize that you were not just filling time in their life. You were filling purpose. You were filling joy. You were filling meaning. Without you, their life feels hollow and incomplete. When they become obsessed with you, it is not going to be the toxic kind of obsession. It's going to be the realization kind of obsession. The kind where they cannot stop thinking about how good they had it. The kind where they cannot stop wondering if there is any way to earn their way back into your good graces. But remember, beautiful Gemini, you are under no obligation to make this easy for them. You do not have to accept apologies immediately. You do not have to trust words without seeing actions. You do not have to go back to being the giver in the dynamic. Your death transformation means old patterns are dead and buried. Subscribe now, beautiful souls. This energy shift is happening for Geminis all over the world right now, and you do not want to miss the updates as this unfolds. The universe is rewriting the rules of your love story, Gemini, and this time you get to be the one with all the power. This is your moment. This is your transformation. This is your time to shine. If you want to dive deeper into this incredible energy shift that is happening for you, you know where to find me.